My name's Army Sergeant Christopher Leverkuhn. In 2004, while deployed to Iraq, my vehicle hit an IED. This ended up resulting in having a right leg below knee amputation, severe burns to my face and right hand, and a TBI. Sitting beside me is my lovely wife, Brooke. We met through a dating app. She asked me if I wanted to meet her at a place called D-Bats, and I said, yeah, sure, why not? Looked it up, like there is no way I'm driving to Kerrville for a date. But it was worth it though. I joined in December of 2000. I had a recruiter said, hey, you did great on the ASVAB, you want to join the military? And I said, okay. Fast forward to 2003, my unit got called up, we got deployed to Iraq. We didn't know quite what to expect. We were kind of there for that initial surge. But once you were there, you kind of had some normalcy to life until January of 2004. Had an IED go off under the floorboard of the truck, and it changed my life forever after that. My buddy Luke, he was the one, he always drove. Anytime we went out in the morning, if I rode with him, he always drove first, I drove second. And I always asked, do you want to drive? And he always said yes. And so this was the first time I said, do you want to drive? He goes, no, you drive. I remembered when we were coming into Ramadi, there was like a silence fell over everything. And I remembered I was driving and I looked to my right at Luke and he looked to me. And then I just saw the flames come up underneath. He ended up suffering over 90% burns, and he didn't make it. It took me quite a while to be able to kind of push past a lot of different things, but I always looked at it as the glass half full. I'm here, I'm alive, and I wanted to carry on living. At that time, not for myself, just for Luke. I was hit in 04, and it took till about 2019 for me to finally wake up and feel like myself again for the first time.
So right now we live in Kerrville, Texas. Chris is such a good dad. He's always chasing after the kids, always playing with the kids. One of the main things that scares me is like going outside because we live on a very steep hill, I guess you could call it. Our driveway's steep, all outside is uneven, so it kind of worries me. You know, he doesn't have as much freedom to run around, and like mowing the side of the hill is pretty difficult, and he will not let anyone else do it except himself.
Just because this happened doesn't mean life's stopped, and so I can do just about anything anybody else can do. I just got to do it differently. But there's definitely days for navigating around the home. I try to use crutches around there, but we've got 4 kids. There's stuff pops up and it gets slick at times, and I've had to catch myself quite a few times doing that. Getting into the shower, I know it makes her nervous. I do have a handrail that I can grab onto, but I'm hopping to get over to where I need to. That's about the closest to accessibility there is in that house. I'd known about Home for Our Troops, I would say, roughly since the start of them. For me, it was all about the family. I want to make sure I'm there for the kids and best quality of life possible, because I'm 39 and I've got a 7-month-old and I got to be around for a while, so.
Knowing some people that have gotten homes already, we were able to see the homes and see how much it has changed their lives, so I was excited about it.
I would say one of the key features that she's going to love is the fact that my leg isn't beating all the cabinets up.
A lot more space to move around and maneuver.
The shower.
Like if we got a house, it would help give us more time at home with our kids. Just that freedom to, really plan for our future.
Having to worry about the family and having that kind of relieved, as well as, finances, that relief is another huge weight off your shoulders.
Homes for Our Troops is helping us to plan our future. Possibly I would have time to like go back to school, or Chris could, further his education.
I'm also big into hobbies and woodworking, and I enjoy doing that. So starting with that rough product and coming out with something beautiful in the end. Homes for Our Troops is touching more lives than I think anybody could ever think. It's life-changing. It's amazing.